Alright guys, welcome back to the Fragrance Wardrobe. Today I'm going to do another list video. Kind of been on a little bit of a roll, doing some of those list videos. I did a poll a couple months ago, asked what you guys liked, and most people like list videos, so trying to add those into the rotation of videos. Today, going to go over 5 designer fragrances that I didn't quite care much for when I first got them, but as time's progressed, they're kind of grown on me. Maybe not so much like a love, but an appreciation for the fragrance, and they just turn into a fragrance that I like to wear from time to time. Also, a little bit of news: I am having open heart surgery on Monday. I think you guys are going to be seeing this probably on Friday, so I think I'm going to try to pre-record a few videos that could drop maybe like next week, maybe the next 2 or 3 weeks if I get around to it. I guess I'm going to be in the hospital for a week and then have about about 2 months to recover at home. So don't know if I'm going to be making videos in that recovery time period. So I'm going to try and get a few, just at least I can drop a video once or twice a week while I'm recovering from that. I do appreciate all you guys who've reached out and sent your prayers and your best wishes for that. I'm sure everything's going to be okay. But yeah, I do appreciate all of that. And what else? Yeah, I guess let's go and get started on this list. All right, so yeah, the channel's been kind of struggling lately. I've been getting like a ton of subscribers, but not as many views. So do me a favor, if you haven't rang the bell, ring the bell, maybe share, I don't know. It could just be that the channel is kind of dying out, which, hey man, it is what it is. I wasn't here to make a living anyway. It's a hobby for me. All right, let's go ahead, get into this first fragrance. Number 1, actually, it's the one I'm wearing today, and it's from Choo, and it is Urban Hero. If you guys watched my first impression of this fragrance, you know that I didn't quite care for it all that much, really at all, when I first got it. I thought it was either okay or I just didn't really like it all that much. But I've grown to like it a little bit more. So with this one, you do get some finger lime, you get some vetiver, you get a little bit of leather in here. So what I get, as I've actually worn it and not just based my dislike of it off of the paper, but actually giving it some skin wearings and kind of growing on me a little bit, what you get is a nice kind of refreshing finger lime, almost tonic type of opening, but you also get this leather note or accord underneath all of that. Now, I wouldn't say this is like a leather fragrance, but you definitely pick up a little bit of leather underneath everything else. Don't know if it was there for support or it's just there to give it a little bit of added character. I think it gives it a little bit added character. I'm kind of liking it. I like the fresh finger lime, almost like a tonic type of thing going on, mixing with a little bit of clean vetiver and the that little touch of leather. Is it synthetic? Absolutely, very synthetic. I don't recommend paying full retail for this. You could probably get it from discounters for, I don't know, probably cheapy territory by now, probably 30s, maybe $40. And is it worth that? Yeah, if you like the scent, it is. Of course, I do recommend try before you buy. Go to a department store. They all have these in stock, or at least most of them do. Try it out and then go hit the discounter and save yourself a few extra pennies. All right, number 2 on the list is from Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc is a house that I really just kind of love a little bit, mainly due to their emblem line. Love that stuff. It's cheap, it's synthetic, yeah, but I like it. And I like the Legend line. It's cheap, it's synthetic, but I like it. The Explorer line, however, not so much. Now, this fragrance is Explorer, the original in the line. Now, I still hate Explorer Blue or whatever the hell that is. I still think that smells like complete shit, but maybe you guys like it. I definitely don't. Go try it for yourself. I don't recommend buying it. I think it smells, there's something about it I don't like. But back to the original Explorer. Now, this is obviously supposed to be a clone or an inspiration of Creed Aventus. So, personally, I think if you want to smell like Creed Aventus, go buy Creed Aventus. You can get Creed Aventus. I think Max Aroma has a deal right now where you get a 50 ml for $2 something, and just, I don't know, afterpay it. You know, I mean, if you have $50 every 2 weeks, just do an afterpay. Don't go into debt doing it. But if you want to smell like Creed Aventus, just go out and get the real thing. This, it doesn't smell close in the opening, in my opinion. And I'm not a big Aventus guy. I appreciate it, but I'm just not a huge fan like some of you guys are. I just don't like the mix of the fruits in the opening. I just don't like the way it mixes very well in the opening. Now, the dry down I do appreciate, and the dry down of Explorer, yeah, I kind of get that comparison. I guess dry down comparison between Explorer and Aventus. With this, you're going to have bergamot, you're going to have pepper, you're going to have some Akigala wood. It's a woody, almost comes across like a birchy type of dry down like you get in Aventus. I don't know if birch is actually in here. I know Akigala wood is. Maybe Fragrantica lists birch, but I haven't been going by their listings lately because Fragrantica kind of sucks balls right now. So sometimes they're listing stuff or it's getting like upvoted and it's stuff that's not in there. So Explorer, that could be had, I think 100 ml for probably $50-ish, maybe $40 from discounters. Now you can absolutely go smell this in store. Go find yourself an Ulta, a Sephora, a Dillard's, anything, go smell it. Make sure that's what you want if you want it. Personally, for me, I didn't care for it a whole lot when I first got it. Growing on me a little bit. I wear it here and there, not very often. I don't hate it anymore. But again, like, I'm not a huge fan of the whole Creed Aventus thing. But personally, I would say just save up your money and go get Aventus. If you're wanting to smell like that, just save up your money and go get it, because you can really go down a rabbit hole of debt or whatever trying to collect everything else that smells like Aventus. By the time you get 5 or 6 different fragrances trying to smell like Aventus, you could have put that money toward a bottle of Aventus. So that's my 2 cents. Spend it wisely, I guess. I don't know. Number 3 is from a line that I said I was never, ever going to purchase anything from this line because they made me so mad. It's from Gucci. I said I was never going to purchase ever a Gucci Guilty, ever. But I have. I do sell. So a little backstory about this. I do sell fragrances, retail, and one of the reps from Cody was in, and she gave me some different stuff, and she gave me Gucci Guilty Absolute, which I thought was freaking awesome. It's Gucci Guilty. It's synthetic. It's designer, but it smells pretty cool, man. I really liked it. So it kind of turned me on to, let's go ahead and try out some Gucci Guilty, and I decided to get Gucci Guilty Black. Personally, I think Gucci Guilty Black's the best Guilty from I don't think it's better than Absolute. I think Absolute's the best, but as far as the EDT, the EDP, the Parfum, and Black, I like Black a little bit more. You get a little bit of a green tinge to it. So you're going to have lavender, you're going to have coriander, you'll have a little bit of leather, some patchouli in here. It's a mass appeal fragrance, yes. It comes off synthetic. It's designer. That's cool, you know. Not everybody likes to buy niche stuff, and that's totally fine. But when it comes to the whole Gucci Guilty line, I definitely go with Absolute first. But this video is about the ones I didn't really care for, and now I do. And Gucci Guilty Black is one I didn't really care for, but now I do. So I don't know. I don't think it's all that bad. I wore it the other day and it smelled just fine. And my wife thought I smelled great. So it's going to probably get you some compliments if that's what you're aiming for. All right, another house that I kind of got into for a little bit is Salvatore Ferragamo. kind of like it. I like Italian houses. Salvatore Ferragamo's Oumo line I thought was pretty good. I like the original Oumo quite a bit. That's the one I probably wore the most of. But as a collector, I decided I want to get all of the Oumo line. Well, this particular Oumo in that Oumo line is what I didn't really care for when I first got it, and I did blind buy it, and it is Casual Life. But you can see I've given it some wears. See there? I tried it out. I didn't just dismiss it. I dated it a little bit, and it's not bad. It's not what I'm going to marry, but I might date here and there. Not a bad fragrance. So the thing I didn't like about it the most is it kind of gives you a little bit of like that fresh blue style scent with an added coffee type of thing going on. So you get lemon zest, you get violet leaf. I think there's maybe ambroxan in here. And you get what Parfumo calls iced coffee. So some sort of iced coffee accord. I thought personally that the coffee accord kind of threw it off a little bit for me. I didn't know what to think about it. I didn't really care for it because it was trying to be fresh. It was trying to be mass appeal. Then you throw like this coffee in, and to me, like the coffee and the freshness just kind of clashed a little bit, and it kind of just threw it off for me. But now I actually really appreciate the way that they did that. I think that that little coffee added to such a fresh type of fragrance, I think it adds character to it, and it gives you something that all these other fresh designer fragrances don't have. Typically, coffee is a note that's used in a fall, winter, cool type of weather fragrance, but Ferragamo used it in a pretty much kind of a blue style scent, added that in there for some more character, and said wear it all year round because it's kind of blue. And yeah, I appreciate it now. I think it's not bad. Yeah, not bad. Took me a little bit. Took me as you can see, a couple wearings, but I came around to it. It's not a bad fragrance. I haven't been wearing a lot of designer fragrances lately. Just disclaimer, I've been wearing a lot more niche, but sometimes I want to wear a designer fragrance, a little bit synthetic type of thing, like today, going with this Urban Hero. And there's nothing wrong with that. And number 5. This one got completely like crapped on by the community, by the other reviewers. I didn't really crap on it. I just wasn't impressed by it. I didn't think it smelled bad or anything like that. It just didn't impress me enough to be like one of those like type of fragrances. It wasn't really a good like for me. And but a lot of people really just said that they thought this sucked. It's from Carolina Herrera, and it is Bad Boy Eau de Toilette, and you can see those fingerprints on it. This thing isn't as bad as some of these other reviewers are going to tell you that it is. Some reviewers, I think, are a little bit more honest, and they'll just tell you they don't care for it because it's kind of been done before. It's kind of generic, and that's totally cool. But the ones who are telling you that it just sucks balls, they're completely lying to you. It doesn't just suck balls. I think that it is generic, but it can be enjoyable. There's so many fragrances, especially in the designer realm, that there's so many. Stuff's getting copied all the time. I mean, I don't know if they're busting out anything really original from year to year anymore. I mean, if you look at the stuff, it's been done before. There might be a little tweak here or tweak there. It's been done before. And the scent profile of Bad Boy, yeah, it's been done before, but it doesn't smell bad. So with this fragrance, I'm getting, I think lemon. I think it's lemon, right? So with this fragrance, I'm getting citruses. I'm getting a bunch of different peppers. I think there's pink pepper, black pepper, some other pepper, maybe another pepper. There's a lot of freaking peppers listed, at least on Parfumo with this thing. And there's a cacao. So what do I get? Cool atomizer, by the way. Kind of goofy bottle, yeah. But what I get with this, I get a little bit of a citrus spice thing going on. Not totally bright and light citrus, but there you can tell there's like some pepper added into the citrus and a really nice cacao. It gives it kind of a chocolate type of note. This thing is not bad. It's a cool weather, maybe an evening out type of scent. No, a lot of guys that wear niche are not going to want this or appreciate this, and that's totally cool. I understand that if you're watching my video, not everybody that watches my stuff just wants niche stuff. A lot of you guys like designers, and that's cool. With this, I don't think it's bad. If you can get it from a discounter, I would. Personally, I wouldn't pay full retail for it. In fact, I try not to pay full retail for anything, but I think it's not one of those fragrances that just sucks. It took me a little bit of time, though, to really kind of come around to it. For the longest time, I didn't really give it any full wearings because I thought it's just so kind of basic. But after I wore it a couple of times, I was like, it's not bad. It smells pretty good. People appreciate the scent. Nothing wrong with it. So I did come around to that one and kind of like it. All right, guys, so that is 5 designer fragrances that I did not care for. I didn't like, whatever you want to call it, when I first got them. I do a lot of blind buying because that's just what I do. And I don't know, for me, it's just kind of thrilling to see what you're going to get kind of thing. So I do like to blind buy. And I got these. I wasn't really impressed. I didn't really care for them. But as I've had them in the collection and given them a chance, given them a couple wearings, let them kind of show me what they can do, they've kind of grown on me. And now I appreciate them a little bit more. All right, do let me know in the comments, what are some fragrances that you might have picked up and you didn't really like it at the beginning, but they kind of grown on you. I'll be totally interested in your feedback and your experiences. Please do like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell. Definitely ring the freaking bell. I don't think YouTube's notifying my subscribers that videos are popping up. But yeah, that sucks. Anyway, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.